34,000 Uruguayans live with celiac disease, but only about 3,000 know it.
Celiac disease is a serious autoimmune disorder that can occur in genetically predisposed people where the ingestion of gluten leads to damage in the small intestine. When a patient with celiac disease consumes gluten, an inflammatory cascade occurs primarily in the proximal part of the small intestinal mucus.
Common symptoms may include bulky stool, constipation, anemia, delayed growth, failure to thrive, and infertility.
The diagnosis of early developing celiac disease should be based on a combination of clinical features. However, the majority of celiac patients visit 5 or more doctors prior to diagnosis. Anti-tissue transglutaminase antibody test is primarily used to help diagnose and monitor celiac disease.
Celiac disease is a very hard condition which affects the day-to-day life of people who suffer it and their family. We would like to share with you the story of Tori Kenyon. When I was diagnosed in 2009 at the age of 15 with celiac disease, I was told to adhere to a strict gluten-free diet and I would be well on my way to feeling great. It's been 5 years and I found myself never having found that I feel great moment. I am a celiac still struggling, but have learned along the way that unfortunately I'm not the only one.
Almost everyone I encountered always said how amazing he or she felt after eating gluten-free, and I couldn't help but to think I was missing something because I didn't feel amazing. I felt anything but amazing, even with a 100% gluten-free diet. I have struggled with chronic stomach pains, extreme fatigue, vision blurring, leg and muscle pains, constipation, and the list goes on. I was not nearly as bad as I was prior to the diagnosis, but I have reached a point in my life where for the first time I don't remember what it felt like before, when I was healthy and I could eat whatever, whenever and whatever and not think twice. I don't even expect to feel good after eating food anymore.
Hi, I'm Luke and today I'm going to talk about something that I have, which is celiac disease. If you don't know what that is, it's an autoimmune disease where gluten reacts to your stomach and your body and buggers everything up. It's a lifelong illness that cannot be cured or as of yet. It's fairly rubbish. So I was diagnosed about a year ago now. I initially was having really bad stomach aches, like really bad, that I couldn't go to work. Well, I was at work and or at school or college or something, and I'd just be in agony, just curled up on the floor. Could not handle it. Had to come home like midday and just really bad stomach aches. That was my main thing, and so I thought I'd get it checked out. Went and had an endoscopy where they put the camera down your throat. Not the best of experiences, must say. So when I had my endoscopy, all it is really just like a camera. I don't know how thick it is, but about that thick, like a hose pipe-ish. And where the camera goes down your throat and they take like little like biopsies and samples of your insides. And when I had it, I was a bit worried about. I wasn't worried. I was just a bit kind of nervous the first time. Yeah, I was a bit nervous the first time, and it was the first time I was okay. Like I didn't really know what to expect, and it wasn't too bad. Like I think I had more. I was sedated as well, so I think I had more that time. And I recently had another one, and this time I was a lot. I think because I knew what was going to come, and I was a lot more like kind of not worried, no more just nervous. And when it came to it, I don't think they gave me as much like sedation in a way. And this time I was like kind of like burping in a way, like because they pump air into your stomach and just had to open it out to see what's going on. And oof, it was not nice that time. It was not nice. The first time was a lot easier, but this time he said the villi has grown back from last year, so in a year man's come back. Brilliant. At the point where he told me, I wasn't really bothered. I'm not bothered to this day really. I'm not. Don't really bother me really. Just it does sometimes. I miss a cheeky digestive biscuit. I do. I miss a cheeky digestive biscuit with a cup of tea. I wasn't really worried about it. I don't think it's out to really worry about it. You can't change it how it's happened, can you? But if you're going through this at this moment, if you clicked on this video to get some advice or just don't worry about it. I'd say there's no, you can't. If you've got celiac disease, you can't really change it, can you? So there's no point in worrying about it. And it's not that bad really. There's more stuff coming in now, and it's fairly decent really, like it's quite a lot of stuff. The one big thing that, the fact that hardly any like restaurants do anything, and that's the biggest problem, like eating, like going out, like say shopping or something, hardly go shopping anyway, but you know, and then having something to eat at lunch, it's just not as easy it would be if you could just like nip to Greg's or something, or nip to McDonald's. Mind you, McDonald's Big Mac, get a Big Mac no bun, they're nice. So that's a little bit about my gluten-free lifestyle at the moment. I'm going to be uploading about one up per week how I'm feeling about celiac disease and my gluten-free lifestyle. So if you enjoy this video, give it a like, comment down below if you're celiac, you right there, if you're celiac, comment down below, just tell me about you and how long you've been a celiac for, and subscribe for more. I'll see you later.
As it can easily be seen, this disease is a particularly hard one to deal with, especially in a country like ours, where there is an important lack of education about the subject, lack of advertisement, and a big lack of products which have a very high cost.
Even though it's a disease that affects a large population here in Uruguay, it is not one that is widely talked about. We can see this in schools. Not only they aren't educated about it, but the ones who have it don't have their needs met. A great example of this would be the lack of appropriate food available to them.
While there are a small variety of gluten-free products, they don't come with nearly enough advertisement. This contributes to the general unawareness that public has about said products and the disease in general.
Generally, supermarkets have about 30 aisles of normally gluten-based food. However, the gluten-free substitutes occupy about a third of an aisle, and there are cases when there's nothing at all. Due to the lack of competition, prices have skyrocketed this last few years.
A good way to improve this situation could be to improve education on the subject, to ease accessibility to the products, and to ensure a stronger government involvement on the issue.
A couple ways we could better the education about this topic are by doing educational school campaigns, and also by having the people who sell gluten-free products be knowledgeable enough to help people in need of the product.
To make products more accessible to the customers, school cafeterias should have gluten-free options, and national industries could be encouraged to produce gluten-free items in order for the price to be lowered.
A good way for the government to help the population could be by making these products tax-free and regulate prices of these items. And lastly, through controlling the existing laws involving celiac disease.